competent. We call them clueless. We call them reckless and wasteful, insensitive, dishonest, because that is who they are. We are not just making up tags for tagging sake. We are describing them by who they are. If you have a president who has demonstrated, even in recent time, that he lacks the mental capacity, the mental intelligence to govern.
When you say the president lacks the mental capacity and intelligence to govern, you know what our Constitution says? You're a lawyer.
Yeah.
And it talks about this exactly, that if the person who is at the helm of affairs is incapacitated to that level, he will not even rule. So aren't you bordering on a very slippery slope here when you suggest that he lacks the capacity? Because he's there performing his work.
The Constitution doesn't say that he will not even rule. It says that he must not be allowed to rule. It is a ground for the removal from office of the president under Article 69.
Are you suggesting that Akufo-Addo is mentally unfit to be leader?
Exactly. But my brother, if you have a president who cannot write a simple message of condolence, tell me.
You're talking about Queen Elizabeth.
Exactly.
And
we all saw him at the UK High Commission signing the book of condolence that has been opened in memory of the late Queen Elizabeth II. And the president could not put his thoughts together to write a simple 1 paragraph or 2 paragraph or maximum 3 paragraph message of condolence in memory of the Queen.
And Sammy, on the back of that,
he had to copiously copy from notes that have been prepared for him by his handlers. Clearly, this is not a president who has what it takes to govern this country. The country is on autopilot because the president lacks that mental fortitude to govern, and that is what has played out few days ago. I mean, at the UK High Commission. You don't need any more evidence to come to the conclusion that we are being governed by a bunch of people who are totally clueless, they are incompetent, they don't have what it takes to govern, and that is why they keep on shifting responsibility for their own failings. When they took over the reins of government, this was not the state of our country. We had an economy,
and we'll get into the economy. I don't want us to, put the cart before the horse. But just to, I'm giving you opportunity to really dissect this because we know the pressure under which our leaders are. Within the last how many days? No. I just want you to contemplate this.
Why?
Relax. I was in the Netherlands, and Mr. President came there for the GCA's summit. After that, I think he went to Belgium. I think after that, he went to another country. Before he came to Ghana, did the Volta Regional Tour and all of that. The pressure under which our presidents, the former presidents Mahama, Atta Mills, Rawlings, Kufuor, and Nana Addo operate means that there are times when, yes, some things will happen and they may need assistance. Are you saying that just on the basis of that, you feel he is mentally incapacitated? I think that is rather strong.
So are you suggesting that when you are stressed, when you're working under pressure, it affects your intelligence and your mental capacity to write simple grammar?
Have you ever got stumped before?
You made mention of our former presidents who worked under similar, conditions, like President Akufo-Addo. Which of these former presidents had to copy copiously from already prepared notes in signing books of condolence? Which of them? Is it President Kufuor? I mean, currently, all across the world, heads of states are writing messages of condolences, signing books of condolences in memory of Queen Elizabeth II. Which of the presidents, even look at the presidents of our neighbors or presidents of African countries, presidents of the nations of the world, have you seen signing a book of condolence while copying copiously, word for word, from an already prepared notes? Which of them? So is President Akufo-Addo the only one working under pressure, working under stress? That certainly cannot be a reasonable excuse. The truth of the matter, and you can speak to those who work closely with President Akufo-Addo if they will be honest with you, the man doesn't know what time it is. He has put this country on autopilot. He's not governing, he's chilling, flying around the globe in ultra luxurious and hyper expensive private jets. That is all he cares about. He cannot even put his thoughts together and share the memories he has for the times he visited the Buckingham Palace or met with the Queen or visited number 10. He cannot write, as somebody who has lived in the United Kingdom and has strong ties with that country and has visited the country on several occasions, even as president. He cannot write a simple 1 paragraph or 2 paragraph message of condolence. I am telling you that if Ghana was another country, President Akufo-Addo would have been made to resign because clearly he lacks that mental fortitude and intelligence to govern, and he has demonstrated that beyond every doubt.
Well, point made. Your opinion, of course. But let's get into the next point I was making. We also saw the problems that the MPP encountered from the grassroots all the way to the national conference that they held. And at a point when you were criticizing them, I mean your party, they said, well, wait, yours is coming and we'll see how you fare. How prepared are you to avoid some of the challenges? At least you have the benefit of hindsight.
Well, so far, like I said, so good. We are on track. We've not had any significant challenges with the process. The branch elections have been largely peaceful. We only had 1 or 2 pockets of disagreements and controversies in 2 areas of the country, which the leadership of the party has intervened and resolved amicably. And so we are hoping that the constituency, regional and national elections will follow suit and be fair, transparent, and peaceful. And so I can assure you and the good people of Ghana that we will comport